Well, now, here's a very impromptu live from me. Yep. Just doing a little pop up. Missed my Wednesday. Figured I'd do one today, just to see what's on the go. Hey, Puss. She doesn't like that the dog is up on the sofa with me. She comes in, makes a little whine, and then she leaves. Sort of. Well, I'm here all by myself. That's okay. Maybe a few people will stop in, and maybe they won't. Like I said, this is not my typical day at all. Hey, DJ. So I'm just. Good morning. I know it's early morning for a lot of people. But I'm just hanging out. I'll make a sandwich. I got a little bit of mail there. I got a couple of envelopes there to open up. So I'll open them up now shortly. See if we can get a few people in here, and then I'll open them up. I don't even know if anybody else is on live. I never even looked. Oh, that's okay, DJ. I don't mind that. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is not something that's a normal thing for me. Not today of all days. I usually don't be on live. Um, there's looks like there's a couple of people probably on. I wanted to stop. I just wanted to stop in and do a little something because where I miss Wednesday. That's all. I went back to bed last night. I never made it to the movie night or nothing. I went back to bed and I was just conked right out again. And I'm still tired today. It's okay though. I'll make a cup of coffee now in a minute and have a sandwich. Maybe by that time there might be a few people in. And I still could be sitting here alone. But it's it though. What do you do? Ooh. Um. Oh, Doris is out balling. It's okay. Yeah. No. Just looking around. Doesn't seem like there's much on the go here today. Everybody's probably busy getting summer stuff ready and summer stuff done. Certainly with the time of the year that it is, hey? Oh, let's get the kettle going. That's my sister's dog, DJ. That's Echo. Did you see him last night? This is Sam Milk. It's just a little dog. He's no trouble. Hey, Winks. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get the kettle on now. Make a cup of coffee and have a sandwich. I got a sandwich. Yep. I was thinking about making tea, but I'm going to make coffee. I think I'm better off with coffee. Might help wake me up a bit. Oh. The gas going. Go. That's that. Coffee filter. Mm-hmm. Coffee filter next for sure. But yeah, that's my sister's little dog. He's pretty quiet unless he hears something bang like a knock. Then he makes a few barks. Arf, arf. But other than that, he's fine. Typical little dog. This I'll never replace Doris. No, not ever. It's not gonna happen. Doris is Doris, and Doris will never be replaced. Besides, I don't think there's anything that could replace Doris with the attitude that she has. And that's just that. Oh. Well, coffee. Where's my? There it is. I'm losing everything, including my mind. My rubs are falling. So I hope everybody is doing well. You know, on this fine day. It's foggy and rainy here. It's supposed to be rainy all week. That's not good. Might be a back step week for a video. And I know what's in one of the envelopes that I have here because it was sent to me by Ashley, CNC Farms. And it's something that she said she was going to send me because I didn't have any for this year. Which is really strange because it's seeds. And it was onion seeds. And I was sure I had onion seed left. Well, I couldn't find them, so they must have all got planted at one point or another. So I have some now because thanks to Ashley, which I really, really appreciate that. And also, I've been thinking about ways to plant them because they don't need a big container, big deep container anyway. So I got a couple of buckets, smaller buckets. Boop, boop. Des. Hey, Des.
Hey, honey, how are you?
A little tired, but I'm okay.
I saw you going live. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Live.
It's an odd day for me to be on live, that's for sure.
Yeah, I thought I'd come and hang out with you for a little bit. Randy's going live too, so I'm his sidekick when it's time. So nice. I thought I'd spend a little bit of time with you before I switched over to him.
Nice. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. Hey, I gotta look after my little brother.
I did not get to order one of those, DJ. That's something that I never got. No. Like I said, I've been so busy lately. I haven't been doing hardly anything. I usually put in an order for prizes and at this time of the month and that too, and I haven't even done that.
Hi, Rebecca, DJ.
Hey, Rebecca. Winks is in here too. Purple Winks.
Hey, Purple. Yep, I just had to scroll up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already went out and did. I had to go get smokes because the gas station I went to yesterday, same one I went to last week, was totally out. So I had to go to this side of town, then I had to go to the other side, well, Middletown to go drop off my prescription, and we went and got breakfast in between to try because we thought it opened. The pharmacy opened at 10. My daughter said no, it opened at 9. But we also went to my son's bank because he owed me money from last month and this month, so we took care of that and a little bit from the month before. And so we took care of that. And we're sitting in the parking lot of CVS, and there's a mom and dad Canadian goose or geese or whatever you want to call them. And then there's 3 little goslings, and they found like a little puddle in the parking lot, and they were drinking, and all the little goslings sat down in the water. It was the cutest thing ever. So I grabbed a
Nice.
picture. So I might put that in the community tab. I couldn't film it because one, I was a driver, and after we passed, I'm like, oh, we should have filmed them. I was gonna go back around after we dropped off the script, but
That's
they
a
moved already.
that's a small brood though. 3 for the geese. Geese usually have like 8 to 12.
No, they had 6.
Oh, they had 6 there.
Yeah, there were 6
Oh,
little
you said
ones.
3.
Sorry, there's 6 little ones.
Yeah. 6 is not bad, but they
No,
usually have like 8 to 12.
yeah, but where they were, it was a busy intersection because it goes like this, and the pharmacy sits on the corner over here. But where they go to hang out is at Lake Ella, which is basically across the street of a major road.
Oh,
So,
so they're probably after losing a few on the road.
right, and if they have to cross over again with the 6 babies, it scares the bejeebies out of me. It
I
scares
don't
me.
know. I don't know why people don't stop for them.
I don't either. Hi, Janet. If I could and I knew they were
Hey,
moving, I would have
Janet.
turned around and blocked the road one way and
Yeah.
let the police yell at me or whatever.
No,
And
no.
hopefully the people on the other side, they're going this way, because I would have
Yeah,
been going this way. They would have gone this way. They would have stopped and seen me trying to let the babies go. You know what I mean? Let the mom and dad and the babies go. But
Indigo,
yeah,
if the police see animals like that trying to cross roads, usually they will stop the traffic and
yeah, it depends.
let them
Hey,
cross.
Nikki. Janet's here and Nikki's
Yeah.
here.
I
Nikki's up
haven't
bright and
seen.
early.
I know, and my lives are so. My Wednesday lives are at an odd time too. So like, I. This is the first time I've seen Janet in a little while. So hi, thank you for stopping in.
Always nice.
It is. Um. Yeah, but the rest of this week is supposed to be really crappy weather.
Yeah, we're possibly getting a tropical storm coming off the Gulf. I don't know if it's going to stay down where DJ is, excuse me, or move up into the coast and up towards us. But it could turn into a hurricane, which would be the first hurricane of the season because hurricane season starts June 1st. Here
Yeah,
it is, the 3rd. So,
we'll leave it down with DJ.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Hi, out and about, Sam. I am.
About with Sam I am. Good
I
morning.
have a mail call to do later too.
Yeah. Like I said, I got 2 envelopes here. I got one from Ashley and I got one from Butler Family Farms, Jerry.
Oh, speaking of Ashley's, Ashley Little Bit,
So,
Ashley P Little Bit. She
yeah.
had one, and she's like, "Don't bother sending." So, because she shares her mailbox with somebody else, post office, whatever it is, and they're on the outs right now. So she was like, "Just give it to somebody else or save it for another time." So, I got all my packages out.
I've got
She was the last person.
Yeah, I've got one or I've got two. One yours. I got a box for DJ to go.
Yeah, this is all the giveaways though.
And yeah, and I got to
Uh,
send out the bookmark and the sticker.
I was just shocked I
And
got
that's
them
it.
all out. I still have 20 people for regular stickers. Speaking of
Yeah.
stickers, guess what I got in the
Thank you,
mail?
Janice.
Jamie filled out my next sticker collection, so there's not a lot because I have 20 people that I have to still send stickers to. But
Nice.
yep. So I got my newest one.
Very nice. They
Yep.
look good.
I want to put this on the back of a shirt, and then I
Yeah.
want to put this one on the front, like where you would put the pocket. The Free Spirit
Hey,
sword there.
Scott.
So I
How
want
you
to put
doing?
this up here and this one on the back. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good morning, Scott.
How is everything up your way, Scott? You're pretty close to where they had the fires up there too, aren't you? Are they all under control now? I know Halifax is starting to burn to the ground up there now.
Oh no, my friend lives in
Yeah.
Halifax.
Halifax has had some really big fires. They had some evacuations and everything. And
I'm gonna have to write to her. Freaking hot. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write to my friend Ellie and see if she's okay. I'm loving
loving it.
He's sweating in one image. I'm loving it in the second comment.
Yeah. But that's the way it is up here. If it gets really hot, you loves it. Even though you're dying with the heat, you still love it.
I think I'll be fine with the heat without the humidity. You know what I mean?
Well, is
I'm in Florida, so
um people say, oh, and I know like it doesn't get down into the minus 40s and that here on the coast, but 25 minutes, okay, that's good. But even I was rewatching one of the Alone shows, the Frozen series, and Mrs. was up there and she was talking about it. And she was from in central US, I think. So she used to get the hot and the cold, but it was the dry, hot, and cold. And she said when you get up here and that cold hits you with the humidity, you can't get rid of it. It's a
yeah.
worse. It's worse than any cold that she's ever felt. And I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
that
I
sounds
don't like
about right.
the cold in the bones. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it's once you get cold with the cold that's here,
Yeah,
you stay cold. It's very hard to get warm again.
yeah,
It's when it's like it's almost like your bones hold the cold, so you start radiating cold instead of being warm. You're just like, ugh.
yeah. I remember being up north, and it got so cold one time. This is Boston North, not you North. I mean, you guys are further north than me, but it got so cold that it hit your bones, and coffee, heating blanket, shower,
Nah,
nothing would warm you up.
you
It
just
was the
stay cold.
worst. Yes, you're consistently cold.
Mm.
It's
But
so
that's
good.
the way it gets here in the wintertime, and it's okay. We learn to deal with it.
Right.
But comes a point where it'd be nice to just sit down and relax in the warm
Yeah, I get that.
and not have to worry about nothing.
Oh my gosh, DJ and Rebecca, I want to offer my apologies to you. we
Yeah,
were
whiskey
watching
does.
we were watching the movie last night, Alice Through the Looking Glass, and I had the camera off and everything. And I'm watching, and I hit a certain point where she steals a piece and from the clock, and time was messing. Time came into the picture and was hanging out with the Mad Hatter. I was like, "Where's Alice?" I passed out, and then I hear DJ in my headphones. Daz, Daz. It was like 11:30.
You're just filling in for me, were you?
I think so. And then I went over to Ryan's, and I was hanging over Ryan's, but I said hi, and then next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock this morning. I woke up
Oh
in my
my god.
chair. I woke up in my chair and then went to bed till 8 this morning. But I slept a solid time. I didn't get up 3 or 4 times to the night to go to the bathroom. So I don't know what happened, but let me tell you, I had the best sleep I've had in a long
DJ's been having that effect on people lately. He puts Eddie to sleep.
time.
Now he's putting you to sleep.
I think I'm still recuperating from that 24-hour live, but that much needed, like, because I wake up 2 or 3 times in the night, sometimes four. So to sleep solid for 4 or 5 hours without getting up was nice. The best sleep I had in a long time.
Hey, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Oh, shoulder is killing me today.
You overdid it with your buddy.
Yeah, maybe. And then I sleeps on this side usually, so it's all the
Yeah,
pressure. So I gotta start sleeping
yeah.
on this side. Take
Do
the
one of
pressure
these
off of
things.
this.
Take your shoulder because I had hurt my shoulder, my good shoulder, and I leaned on it and slept like that on my side, like directly on the shoulder for a little while, and it helped pop whatever was going on into place.
Oh, I slept on this one all night. It didn't. Is
Yeah.
still bad when I got up in the
Oh, I
morning.
have it like up in here, but sometimes I'll hurt like right in here. Hey, Rebecca. She's wearing Brian's shirt.
I'm wearing my shirt.
You want to come up too? I got the dog on one side. Door's trying to get up on me. There you go.
Hi,
She
Doris.
don't like.
I know she can't
Hi,
hear me, but
Doris.
Well, you're huffing at the
You know,
dog.
it's very interesting to watch my cats literally mark my dogs, and I mean mark them, and the dogs just lay there like, okay.
that's because they owned them.
Look
They
at
own
this.
them.
This is because the cat
This
owns
is
the
as
cat
close as
owns
she's
them.
got to him. This is as close as she's got to him in forever on her own. Come
That's
here.
good. She's warming up.
She's warming up.
There's no
Yep.
warming up with her. No, you should see the look on her face. Come on. Come here. Come on.
Hey, Digits.
Hey, P. Digits. How you doing?
Hi, Tommy Temper.
Tommy.
Hi, Digits. Now that's a channel name I haven't heard.
What?
Tommy?
Tommy's coming to a bunch of the lives.
I know, but it's like I'm paying more attention to chat. Going to check out channels.
What are you doing? You can get here too, you know. He's not going to bite you.
Your package should be there soon, I hope.
I have 3. I have to do a mail call for 3.
Nicole, did you just see this? She actually climbed up next to him.
So is that your sister's little dog?
Yeah.
How long you watching this time?
Just for the weekend.
Okay. She says, "Yeah, I saw it."
Not like last time she got stuck up in Toronto,
Snowstorm?
Ontario, and no, it wasn't snowstorm. Their plane just got.
Oh, delayed.
They were on us. Their plane got delayed. Then they went on standby. Then the standby lasted they were up there for almost a week before they could get a flight home.
Wow. I hope they got free tickets after that.
I don't know what the airports and that did for them, if anything, but
I'd be like, free ticket and bump me up to first class. That's ridiculous. A whole week?
yeah. Watching from the lake, that sounds like a good
Nice.
day to me. That really
Yeah.
sounds like a good day to me.
Ooh, speaking of lakes,
But I've
maybe I can get one of
been
the kids to go.
I've been right.
Hey, Fisherman 506, hello.
Hey, Fisherman 506.
Do you know that Fisherman 506? I know his first name.
I do too now. I do now.
He won one of my hats through, I think it was Jesse and Lisa. I think it was through them.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that,
Aw.
P Digits.
Bummer.
My mom lost her little. Oh,
It's always sad to lose on one of our fur babies, especially when it's your companion all the time.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to ask Fisherman. Did you get your mail yet, Fisherman?
Well, it's a good sign. Doris is playing with a tinfoil ball over there now, so she's
Oh, good.
happy.
She's happy.
she's happy.
Lola, I think, went upstairs because I don't see her over there perched on the chair. She usually perches on that chair by the door. It used to be the other cat, but the other cat's been hanging out upstairs with her dad.
I got something to open first.
Ooh.
I got a sandwich.
No. I thought maybe it was something from Lisa and Jesse or something.
No, I got a sandwich.
Digits. Her yard
Everybody-
squirrels will
there's a-
find peace now.
What's
I
that?
know. I know. We were thinking it's maybe something from Jesse and Lisa, or who knows, sending you something from down here up there.
That was
Ooh,
his hand.
nice.
Oh,
And
that was a
and
piece of
he's sharing
cheese.
it with us. Did you see that? He threw some cheese at us.
I got a
Okay,
hand.
I just want to make sure, but it has been sent out. It was sent out Tuesday. A lot of people already got theirs, but I forgot you're up there. I think I sent 2 up to Canada. No, 1 to Canada and 1 to UK. That's what it was.
I haven't sent Al his stickers. I don't think.
Well, I got a box there getting ready to go to Dez.
Yeah,
Okay.
he hasn't sent mine. He's
I
been saying that for a couple weeks,
I
but
know.
I'm fine with it.
I know. I sent the one to the UK, and I think the one I sent to Skipper.
Well, see, if he hasn't closed his box yet and he sees something else come in, I mean, he'll just keep on piling up.
Yeah.
Well, your box is not sealed up yet either.
See?
Liz.
The box is not sealed up.
Oh,
So
it's
maybe
just-
something else comes across and he's like, oh, she might like that. Throw it in there.
So it's kind of like
I got to see Mike and Terry. Mike and Terry head to the Oki thingy. They're like, no way am I spending $100 to go listen to Doug and Lisa or whatever it is, $150 to listen to Doug and Lisa when I can just tune into their channel, listen to them there. I was like, that's
Yeah,
true.
it was $25 per person. I'm like,
Just to walk in the gate, not
Just
to
to
go
walk in.
to not to go to the speaker
yeah,
event.
I know. It's like nope. And then I heard Terry say today that they're not gonna get to the meetup in Missouri. I was hoping.
You're 300 miles from Al.
Ooh.
300 miles away.
Yep.
Which means a different time zone.
Yep.
So how many provinces? Because I know it's not. Is there in Canada? Because I've been to Victoria.
I think it's 10 provinces and territories.
10 provinces.
Never been to Canada. Never been to Mexico.
I have been to both.
I'd love to
But
go to both.
I was a youth when I went there.
I'd love to go to both, but with these old legs, if there's any stairs to get into any buildings, I'll never get in.
Ronald hasn't gotten up.
Ron is still sleeping?
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened to me last night? When I was telling Al?
Yes. Yes. I was doing something in the kitchen when I heard my name.
Yeah. I fell
I was
asleep
like,
during the
"Whoop."
movie. I fell asleep during the movie, and I hear you
Yeah.
guys calling me at 11:30 in the headphones.
It was
And
over.
I'm like, hey.
I needed a night off, so Des filled in for me.
Yeah. I had to take up slack from my little brother.
This little box, which I'm going to ship today, is going to Alaska, the Last Frontier Homestead. And you guys know my last name.
Yes.
His is the same.
Nice.
He asked in the email if I had family from Pennsylvania area, and I said, well, I don't know, because my dad lost his mom when he was a youth, and his dad kind of went off the deep end, and he became an orphan.
Yeah.
It's what happens.
I don't have to worry about that. There's no St. Peres other than my immediate other than the family here in the United States. There might be some in Argentina or in Spain, but not here. My grandfather's from Spain, so
got
that's where
family all
St.
over.
Peres came from. But then there's Tarragona, which is, if you ever look on the map of Spain, there's a place called Tarragona, Spain, and there's 10 provinces and 2 territories.
In 2 territories.
Fishman said. So if you look on the map of Spain, Tarragona is along the coast. That used to be in our family way back when we had dukes and lords and ladies and all that stuff. Way, way back then.
We still got dukes and lords and ladies.
Yeah, but not our family's not part of that anymore because of the wars and stuff.
Oh, they kicked you out.
Yeah, they kicked the family out, but then we're allowed to go back now. Our family's allowed to go back to Spain and stuff like that. And being a granddaughter, I can get dual citizenship there, where I can't get one in Germany, which is stupid because I'm also German. My mom and my grandparents, my aunt and uncles, on that side. I still have aunt and uncles in Germany. So yeah, but it would be nice to have both, and then I can get Argentina because of my grandfather. I have one of my cousins doing that right now. His father's from El Salvador, so he's going for his Salvadorian citizenship, his Argentinian citizenship, and his citizenship in Spain. He taught in China for like over 10 years English.
Al,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ship this to you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Rebecca. I didn't mean to bore you. I'll shut up now.
Thank you.
This is my last
Hey,
international.
R.
International.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, AR Guns. Thank you for stopping in. That's your last what, Rebecca?
That's my last international stamp.
Oh,
Global,
nice.
global stamp. I'm going to have to pick up some more.
Oh, that sandwich was good. That was really good. That hit the spot. Oh. Nice hot cup of coffee to go with it. That's really good too. No. Let's do this first. There we go.
Checker just went live. His camera is sideways.
Oh, dang.
We're like, Checker, you're sideways. Well, he's not. Just the images.
So this one is from Jerry at Butler Family Farms.
Nice. Yeah, I've gotten mine. I'm gonna take a video of. I got. Who did I get from? I got from Victoria, Kentucky Prepper, and Big Dreams Tiny Budget, aka Anne Marie. Oh, Digit says that looks good, Al. Eggs on toast here.
Eggs on toast is good too.
Yeah, I had an everything bagel with sausage and cheese.
Jerry doesn't believe in writing letters.
That's one thing I do for all my my stickers going
But he
out.
sent me one of each. This one here. Let's do this. It's my stream.
Nice, thank you.
He sent me one of the. Butler
Is that
Family
green writing?
Farms
I can't
with the
remember.
green writing. Yep, the green
Yep.
writing and the black. And he sent me the orange one.
I have that one. I
with
love
the
that one.
green writing.
I like that one and the yellow one.
So I don't have the yellow one. So one of these will go down on the bottom because there's one spot left on the bottom of my sticker board, and the other one's going to go up on the door.
Put the orange up.
Yeah. And then I got this from Ashley. Now this I was very, very ticked off about because like I was sent gift cards by people and I never ever received them, and the people that sent me the gift cards are like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I was like, "It's not your fault. It's the mail's fault because you see this? This is how this came. This corner is tore, and the back of the card that Ashley put things in was down here, which is also tore so you can see what's in there. That was no accident. This feels thick like a gift card.
Good. I'm glad it arrived. But still,
Yeah.
it sucks.
But they opened it like this
Yeah,
to see if it
it's
was a
something
gift
illegal.
card.
Right. Are you sure
It
it's a
wasn't to
gift
see
card?
if it was something illegal, it was to see if it was a gift card, because the gift cards that I was supposed to receive would have felt like this. I
Yeah.
never ever received them, so they are opening it. Someone along the way is opening it like this. If it's a gift card, they're not sending it. They're putting it in their pocket.
Oh, I would be going up against the government.
Yeah, so that's what's been happening.
You've got
That's
a
why I'm
thief in
not
your midst.
receiving. That's why I'm not receiving the gift cards I'm supposed to. This is why I continues to tell people Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. I know you sent it out. That's not the issue.
Can they, if you have an Amazon, can they send you the code for Amazon?
Yeah, I have an Amazon account, and this is one of the things that I say is like, Ashley sent me a whole bunch of stuff. This is one of the things where I start to say, it's better to send digital gift cards or PayPal's or something because look at this.
Yeah, I'd rather have digital Amazon than anything else.
And I got some
Jeez.
yellow sweet Spanish onion.
Ooh.
Yellow onion of Parma. She sent me a lot. American flag leek. So that's leeks. I've never grown leek. And a North American wildflower mix.
Oh, pretty.
And she sent me one of her new CNC farm logos.
Is that the holographic one or the regular?
This is the regular.
Okay.
And this is the holographic.
Yeah, I got them
So
all
she
too
sent
now.
me both. And she says, Al, sorry I took so long to mail, which is perfectly fine. It's okay. I take a long time too. Hopefully you can still get these in yet. If not, you have a good jump start on next season. Ashley. Thank you,
Sweet.
Ashley. I really appreciate that, and all of this stuff will definitely. I can still get some of this in. The onion I can definitely get in. I don't know how long the leek takes to grow, but that will be my project for this week one day.
Well, hold on, let me see. What type of leek is that?
American flag leek.
in Newfoundland.
Yeah. So I might plant one of them or two of them and see if they grows. I got to see what pots I got left out around. I know I got another big bucket out there that I'm going to use to put some of the onions in, because they're in-ground onion. They're not the above ground. But I also was able to find. I bought myself another pack of the.
They take
these
90
are
days
just-
to mature.
Yeah, so I should have time for that. These are the scallions.
Yep.
Onion, the green onion. So I'm gonna get some of those in too because I was able to find these in a dollar store of all places.
Yeah. Oh, just to give you a heads up, they take 10 to 15 days to germinate. But then on another one, it says it takes. Hold on, it takes 150. What does it say? How come it says differently than the other one? You see, the leeks variety is large white stems, 8 to 10 inches long, 2 inches across. How long does it take? Now I can't find. Oh, suggestions, instructions, key features, instructions. Indoors in sunny location for 8 weeks before the last frost. Well, that didn't happen. Plant about 6 inches tall. Will transplant best, or you can sow leeks directly into the garden every 2 inches and cover with soil, thin to 4 inches apart, and when 4 inches tall.
Yeah, Ashley
leek
has
can
a
be left-
really cool logo.
A leek can be left in the ground until a hard freeze, or pulled when mature and stored in a cool area.
But that's one of the things with like leek and turnip. Even potato you can leave in until it freezes, but you're
Yeah.
better off getting the potatoes out. But turnip, cabbage, leek, a lot of the root vegetables, onions, stuff like that, potato, you can leave them in the ground until there's frost,
Yeah.
and it won't really hurt them. Potato, you want to start to try and dig up when the plants are starting to wilt is the best time to dig up
Yeah.
potato. But
That's what they say with onions too. When they start
Yeah.
to, I was
when
watching.
the tops start to get wilty.
Yeah, I was
But
watching.
if they're still going strong and you get a frost, that
Yeah.
won't happen.
I was watching Cog Hill Farm, and he was showing his onions that were ready to harvest, and they're like brownish and wilted down. He was like, okay, these are ready, because he did a red one and a yellow one or a white one.
Yeah.
So
Well, she
yeah,
sent me the yellow onions, which is nice because I likes them all anyway. But these ones here I planted last year, and they got about 4 feet tall
yeah,
before I started. And I mean, like they were full on growing, and I started pulling them out because they were just getting too tall out on the step. They were like this, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I gotta get rid. I gotta cut some of those down. I chopped them up. I had green onion almost for the entire year. Right, so that was good. But that's
Okay.
probably going to be my week this week if it stays like this, because I'll have to go out and dig up some soil, fill up a couple of containers. I might try to make a sifter for next year for sifting some of the rock out of the soil, because it's a pain in the butt when you fills up the bucket and then you gotta dig through it for rocks and debris
Yeah.
and right, sift it all out and throw it down on the bank.
Well, I hate to do this to you. I want to
No,
hang out with
you
you.
go and hang out with Randy. That's fine.
All right, honey. I'll talk to you
It
later.
is all good. I will see you later.
Are you
Like I
going to
said,
be at Jonesy's and
yeah,
Devil Dogs tonight?
I'll be on Jonesy's and Devil
Okay,
Dogs
cool.
tonight. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Rebecca. Bye. Bye,
All right.
guys. I'm off to see Randy. I'm going to co-stream with him.
See ya.
Hey, I'm 700 hours away. I want my 700.
Ow.
Yep. Bye, guys.
See ya. But yeah, I'm even got some coffee containers. I can put the scallion onions in coffee containers. Put 3 or 4 of them in them, and they'll
Yeah.
grow in here.
Wednesday, I picked up some onions at the farmer's market and cut them up and put them in freezer Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer.
Yep.
I still have the white section that I put in a Ziploc bag and put them in the refrigerator. So I'm thinking about chopping them up and making a tuna salad,
Nice.
with those and stuff.
Nice.
Hi, Scott. Great to see you here.
Yeah, but I'm with the stuff that I get. If I get like a lot of stuff, like last year, I ended up with a lot of green onions, so I just took the scissors to it and chopped it into little bits and put it in a bag. I put it all in one bag and froze it, and then whenever I needed some, I just open the bag and take out what I needed and use it. And it's perfectly fine, because the only time it was a little bit off was if I put it on like nachos or something where you kind of want the fresh
Mhm.
on it. They would be a little bit dark, but they tasted fine. But it's just when you freeze them, they when you thaw them out after they're freezing, they kind of go dark and soft.
I don't tend to unthaw
Yeah.
them. I just put
Yeah,
them on frozen and eat it.
yeah.
You
Now
know,
that's with I'm talking about like with the green onion, the scallion,
yeah.
the regular onion. I never ever had an issue freezing like the onion, the ball onion, cutting it up and freezing it. I've never had an issue with it even after it's been frozen. Might be a little bit soft, but I never had no issues with it.
Definitely no problem. $25.
25 cabins. Oh, he's talking about cruise. There's 25. There's 25 cabins booked now. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
That's pretty cool.
I sure wish that I'd like to go, but I know I can't.
That's going to be a really good time, I think.
Oh, I know it is. You know. So I'm just hoping that everybody goes live and we get to see what they're doing.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be live feeds. I mean, like, it's a full week, so there's going to be
Yeah.
video obviously. But I would say there's going to be a live feeds if not every day, I'd say every other day because people have got, like, Jesse and Lisa got the internet package, so they're going to go live. I think Scott, I don't know, Scott, did you get the internet package too? Something like that's it. Yeah, it's costly to stream. Not much on my agenda for today.
My agenda
Buying the big
today,
package.
yeah, my agenda today is to make chili from scratch for the very first time.
Hey, Skipper. Oh, that's it. I might make something. I might
Yeah,
make. I might. I'm not gonna try my bread today. I might try my bread tomorrow.
he said Miss Ann
Oh,
is.
Miss Ann is streaming. Oh, yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know that people were streaming. See, I just wanted to do a pop up because I missed my Wednesday. So I just wanted to get a little something out there to try and make up for it.
My arm's starting to go to sleep holding this
Rebecca is going to try to make chili from scratch. So right from with nothing.
with nothing. Yeah, I soaked my beans. It's a mixed bean type beans that I soaked those last night
Oh, on the cruise. Okay.
on the. Okay,
Yeah, no, he said Miss Anne is streaming also, but that's on the cruise, not now. Don't mind me, Scott. My brain just, my brain just runs around in circles all the time, chasing his tail.
but yeah, we the beans that I have are pinto, Great
You had,
Northerns, black
yeah,
bean, and
you
something
had the
else,
pinto bean, the white bean, and the black bean,
and the black bean and a red bean
and a red bean. Yeah.
and a red bean. So, and then it had some seasonings in there, and I've got. I was gonna do chicken, which I do have some chicken that I've got thawed out, but I think I'm gonna take out the ground beef and the venison, cook that up.
Yeah, it's actually raining here
Oh,
today, Skipper, and it's supposed to be raining for most of the week. And there's Mr.
says you could come
Scott
and do.
himself. Hey, Scott, how's it going?
Hi,
All right.
Scott.
So yeah, no, I meant Miss Ann. It's like $279 to get the streaming package.
Wow.
Because everybody that signed up whenever we did, and I think it's included in the one that you got. You do get, I think it's 250 minutes for free. That's part of the deal. But as soon as you get on the ship, they're going to offer you unlimited data, but you can't stream with it. Like you can do,
Downloads and uploads, but you can't do live streaming.
yeah, even that is really, really slow to do.
Yeah.
But you can do like shorts, that kind of stuff. What else? But I think for us to upgrade to streaming is either 179 or 279 on top of the free.
The regular one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I probably wouldn't go for the streaming anyway. Most of my stuff would be.
Well, don't forget. So the first day and a half, we're sailing, and then every single day thereafter, we're in port, where you can go to a bar and grab a beverage, and hook into their Wi-Fi, and you can download. You can download a video a day, or 2 videos, whatever you want to do. Or if you're running low on room, you can always download it to like iMovie or at least freeze
Well,
up room on your
that too, if you hook into, like, I know, like Jungle Gyms here, I hook into their internet. I can live stream from their internet with no issues, right? It's a good internet service, so some of them might be like that.
Yeah.
When you hook into them, you could probably just go live. Hey, we're at a such and such a bar in such and such a place, right?
So yeah, and like I can't say, but there's 2 other people that just signed up yesterday.
Oh,
Because
nice.
I get obviously, as you know, I get notified as soon as anybody signs up. And we had 2 more people sign up yesterday, but they haven't come public yet. So it's their story to tell, not mine.
Yeah.
And it's just really neat because not everybody's name they use on YouTube is their real name. So I'm trying to figure out some of these people.
Who is that?
And, well,
Where did
that's
they
it.
come
Like,
from?
I'm like, I don't know this person,
Hi,
and then
Ashley.
they'll send me.
I did see what Ashley said.
One person sent me a message and says, "I'm not telling anybody that I'm going to be on the ship," and I'm like, "Good enough. We'll see you on the ship." I
Yeah.
said, "Say no more." But again, their name is nowhere even close to what they use on as their name on YouTube. But
Yeah, P Digit. No, I have not done cornbread in a cast iron skillet. I usually do it in a glass dish in my oven instead.
yeah, you get that extra flavor off the.
Off the cast iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if I had one to cook with, it would be cast iron.
My mom used to have an entire cast iron set. I think she gave it to my sister before she passed. I said, I wish I had known she was going to give that away because she paid about, I'd say, close to $1,000 for the set.
Oh,
She had everything.
The price is crazy.
Yeah, but she had everything though. She had like the 3 frying pans, the Dutch ovens, she even had the cookie sheets, the cast iron cookie sheets and everything. I was like, oh my god, she gave it all to her. I was like, oh.
Oh, like I'm trying to piece together, and Jesse and Lisa are looking at the VA stores around Texas, and they found some stuff, but it cost a bloody arm and a leg to ship it up here.
Yeah.
But whenever they come up with the RV next time, they're probably going to have about 300 pounds worth of cast iron in the back of the RV for me.
Have you ever seen the ones that look like corn?
The what sort?
They're cornbread muffins. You pour the cornbread in there, and it looks like a half of ear of corn. I have some of those.
No, never saw those ones.
Nope.
The only cast iron I got.
Cornbread is not a thing in Canada.
No.
Oh.
Pastry. We has pastry.
That's right. We come from, most of the settlers here were from French, German descent, where it's all pastries. And, corn, like everybody laughed at me at the meetup, but I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've had cornbread, and that's whenever I was trucking in the U.S. I don't think I've ever had cornbread here in Canada.
Here's the best of it now. Whenever they're all on panel talking about cornbread and that, all I keep picturing in my mind is a pastry in the glass dish. that's all my pictures. It's like, okay, yeah, cornbread. Yeah.
Cornbread's heavy. Very.
Oh, it's very, very, yeah, it's like a dense dough.
Yes.
But it's chunky.
Yes.
Pastry is not like that.
It's all about the textures that you're used to as a child,
And that's it, and like I can do and same as Al, we can probably do about 10 different styles of pastries and bread and, you know, dense bread, fluffy bread, you know, and it's all on how much
Dude.
yeast you use, how much time you allow it to rise, and, you know, how much
See,
bitter.
Mom used to make the pot of stew, beef
Yep.
stew, or rabbit stew, or moose stew, whatever stew, and then make the pastry dough and put it on top of the stew and put it in the oven and let it cook. So
Yep.
when you cut into it, it was like cutting into a pie.
Yeah,
And-
Grandma used to make that
Oh,
all the time. Moose and venison was her best. Oh.
Yeah. I used to like the rabbit stew with the pastry.
Yeah, it's almost like, Rebecca. It's almost like a chicken and dumplings, but
Oh,
Yeah.
you've got it's a pastry of anywhere from, I've seen 1/2 inch and I've seen 3-inch pastry. It all depends on how much. Well, back in the
Just
old
depends
days,
on how much room you got in the pot.
how many
my,
flour they had, you know, how much time they had to do it. It all had to, you know, it all came down to money.
I don't know. I know what my cats want.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about with the things, you know.
Yep.
Cast iron can be passed down through generations because it's just, you know,
What I love to do is find the ugliest cast iron known to man, rusted out, garbage. People are ready to throw it out. I go to garage sales and pick it up for $1,
mm,
and then just take a power grinder and I bring it right back to brand new.
yep. And then you just throw it in and let it heat until it's red hot, and then
Yeah.
it's good to go again.
And that's what I don't understand. You know, like people are like, "Oh, yeah, that's garbage. It's, you know, it's blah
It's
blah blah."
rusted. It's not. Yeah.
No, cast iron, even if it gets rusted, can be reseasoned.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I've
certainly
seen
can.
Definitely.
it did, like, you know, I've seen older folks say, "Oh, that's you can't do anything with that. It's garbage." And then
Wire
I'll take it
brush.
back to them after after I've, you know, reseeded it and whatever else, and I'll say, "Here you go." Well, that's not the same piece. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Wire brush on a drill or a grinder or something like that, the heavy wire brush, and you can take all of that right down. And like I said, you throw them. I know some people will actually light a fire and throw the pan in the fire until it's red hot,
Okay.
and then hang it and let it cool, and then season it afterwards, and it comes out perfect.
I've never heard of that way, but
Yeah.
that would take an awful.
It takes a while for burning, yeah. For the fire, for the pan, you mean? Like cast iron takes a very long time. Cast iron holds heat well. Takes a little while to heat up, but when you get them in the fire and leave it there for hours and hours and hours and hours, when you haul them out, they're glowing. Don't touch them.
My sister Christine put hers in vinegar and then scrubbed it.
I wouldn't put
I wouldn't put vinegar on it because the vinegar would.
It's very acidic.
Yeah. Mom used to.
It was to take the rust off, and then you reseasoned it. I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that to them. You know?
I think the vinegar might pit the.
Yeah, I was just about to say that the vinegar's going to pit it. Where, yeah, it would. I don't know. Yeah, no, I wouldn't touch it with any. You don't have to. Whenever you can just use water. I had one old fella ask me if I'd redo his whole collection, and I said, "Sir, with all due respect, you don't have enough money for me to redo it." And he's like, "Well, what do you mean?" And I'm like, one piece to do it correctly could take upwards of a week.
Yep.
I said, are you going to pay me a week's wages
To
plus
do
all
that.
the tools and everything that I'm going to use? I said, you'd be cheaper to go buy a new one. I said, if it's mine and I'm only paying for the material to fix it, that's worth it.
Yeah. But
I said, for me to do it for you, I need to make some kind of, So one guy, I finished 2 pieces and he gave me 2 because he had 2 extra.
Yeah.
That was worth it to me.
Do you guys like sourdough bread?
I like it.
I don't.
I
Say
don't
that
like.
again?
I don't like it in the summer.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's something that I like. In front of a fire in the winter, just hot out of the oven, smear it with butter. Then I'll eat it. But to sit down and have a slice in the summer, no. I know I'm weird.
That's something to think about because I've got a barbecue grill that I could end up throwing my cast iron in when I first start that thing up. And reseason them because I've got lard to do that.
Mom used to put a mix of potato and she'd keep bacon greases and stuff like that when she was seasoning the pan. She'd put the potato peels and bacon grease in and put it in the oven, and that's how she was seasoning her pans.
Potato.
Yeah, the starch comes out. The starch is in the potato, right?
Yeah, no, I fully understand what the concept behind it, but I've never heard that done before.
Yeah, that's what Mom did to season hers.
Okay.
And like I said, once they're done, they're done.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got one here. I haven't even used it yet. I won it on a giveaway. No, it was Joe's Secret Santa, and they sent me. See if I can get it without making a mess out of everything.
Well, you probably. Oh, the number 3. Yeah. Those little ones are great.
This
you
little
put
one.
Eggs in there and.
Yeah, that's it's the large one.
Okay. That's beautiful.
And this is a perfect size for me to take because it's heavy, yes, cast iron, but it's not overly heavy that I can't put this in my backpack and go on. Now, from what I've heard and read, the large ones are supposed to be pre-seasoned. I'm supposed to be just able to use this like this, but I'm still going to season it. I'm not going to. I got some bacon grease saved down there now. I'm going to throw in it. And put it on and let it heat up, and I might do that one day when I'm up here sat down. But where the end of it is must have got knocked.
Oh no!
Right there, there's just a little tiny.
Yeah, little.
Little tiny. Looks like it's getting a rusty spot, but that's fine. It's on the outside.
Exactly. Even if you reseason, that rust would probably come out in 2.3 seconds.
Oh God, yeah. I'll rub a bit of grease on it when it's hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
But they sent me some summer of heat seasoning, which I haven't really tried yet. And some matches, storm matches.
Okay.
And I don't know what this is like because last time I had cider, it wasn't great, and this is apple cinnamon cider. So I don't know if you've ever had that before. Have you?
I've had apple cider all the time.
So I don't know. I'm gonna try it.
We make Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks are good, but that's not apple cider.
Actually, we do. We use
You
apple
make it with cider.
whiskey in it and stuff.
I use
You can
just
use
plain
that.
just plain apple juice is what I was using to make apple jacks.
Yeah, apple juice and Jack Daniels, but
Yeah.
we if you use apple cider, it actually it gives it another. It steps up the taste.
Nice.
So
I
on
bet it does.
tonight's live, I'm going to be opening up my bottle of Sazerac that JB gave me one, and everybody shared in that.
You'd be the one now to ask, I think, about this. I saw a bottle of cognac. What's cognac like?
It is. It is kind of like a different tasting bourbon.
Okay, because I haven't had bourbon either.
Oh, you haven't had bourbon? Okay. Well, it would. You've had Crown Royal.
Yep.
It would be a a fuller flavor. It's either you love it or you hate it. There's no in between. So
Okay, because I was looking at a bottle of cognac up at the store, and it was $54 for the little bottle. Well, little, like it's probably 26er.
Yeah.
And it was $54, and I was looking at it, and I'm saying, it looks nice.
So your best bet, if you've never tried it, is someday, you get together with a buddy or whatever, go to a bar and try cognac. I keep all my bourbons, cognacs, and whatever in the freezer because I don't put them. I don't put ice.
Yeah.
But I like it cold. So the same as the Sazerac. I will have that in the freezer. And I tell you what, man. Oh, what a magnificent tasting. Well, whenever we're down in, I will, if we cannot buy it in Seattle, I'll have, because I believe Jesse and Lisa are actually going to take the RV as far as his mom's place. So I'll get them to bring up a bottle of Sazerac. But it's not cheap either. It is $32 US for 26.
Yeah, that's about what this one will be then, because it'll be about $55 for the bottle, Canadian.
Yeah. Sazerac can be a little bit cheaper, but it's a whiskey, and Sazerac was actually they do make it in Kentucky now, but the main distillery is in New Orleans, just outside the 9th district, and the next time we go down to New Orleans, because Debbie wants to vacation there, just without going on a cruise, just spend a week in New Orleans. And yeah, I really want to go through that distillery, and because apparently there's 2 other types of whiskey that's in the same family. So,
But this is the most expensive one I got is the Scotch.
yep.
White label Scotch.
If you know what Scotch is then. So
Yep.
Cognac would be a fuller, stronger taste of that.
Okay, then I'd probably like that because I do like this. There's not much gone out of it. Why? Because it's expensive and I don't really drink.
That's it. Neither do I.
But like I'll take a little bit every now and again and have a little bit of it here and there. And that's what I was thinking about with I've got my snaps, which is just you only drink it for the taste because it's snaps. It's butterscotch snaps. It tastes like Werther's Original candy.
Oh, listen, I tried something down at the meetup. Oh my god. It comes in like a pickling jar. And it's called a sipper or something. And it's got pecan, it's got caramel, there's like several different versions of it. It's and it would be equivalent to like a cream here, but I've never tasted anything like it.
Nice.
But it looks like that's how you buy it on the shelf. Like it's not moonshine or you buy it on the shelf and
In the canning
comes
jars.
in a pickling jar.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's like freaking awesome.
Well, I got a bottle of wine sitting up there, which I don't like. I don't drink wine, so that's probably going to end up being a gift for somebody. I got a flask of Screech, my butter ripple snaps, my lambs. I got a black fly pineapple drink up there, and I got my whiskey there, my scotch. I need to get another bottle of whiskey because I drank all of my whiskey, and I
Can
was
you
thinking
guys
about.
buy 40 Creek down there?
Yeah, I usually gets the Gibson's.
I'm telling
Gibson's
you,
finest.
you try 40 Creek. It's made in Ontario. I know you can buy it. Actually,
Thanks, Jeff.
I introduced it to New Brunswick because Debbie and I were down and we were having a beverage at the hotel, and I'm like, do you guys have 40 Creek? And the guy's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, okay, obviously you don't, but you should really think about getting this in. It's an amazing whiskey. Well, he did. And it's one of their top selling whiskeys now in New Brunswick. I don't know if you can, I know you can order it to Newfoundland, but I don't know if it's at your bars yet. But it is.
We got a liquor store just up the road. I'll check the liquor store. If it's going to be anywhere, it'll be in the local liquor stores.
Or ask them to bring it in. It is. So if you like Wisers, you're going to love this.
Now they got one whiskey up there that's $100 a bottle, and it's probably only from here up this big. It's not a 26er. It's only a little bottle, and it's $100. I can't remember the name of it.
So I'm gonna take you. I will next time I go to the LCBO here, which is our liquor store. I will take my phone and show you the locked cabinet. They have a whiskey in there that's $1,700 for a Mickey. And I said to the guy, I said, so you take a sip and it takes all your troubles away? He kind of looked at me strange, and I'm like, man, I love
That's expensive.
but there is no way in hell, even if I was a millionaire, I would give you $1,700 for a pint.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I see. That's my thing. Is I bought that one there. I think I paid $45 or something for that one. So it's it's up there for me. Like a whiskey, yeah, $20-$30, okay, for a big bottle. But that one is only half the size for more. That was expensive. So, but I buy it. I take it. I'll bring it home. The first thing I'll do is I'll open it and I'll have a shot, taste it.
Yep.
Then maybe I'll mix one or two drinks out of it a year. So I've got it for a long time.
You're exactly like
Mhm.
me. The only time, like I was saying to Jerry, Butler Family Farms, we had beverages 2 nights in a row. I said I can't tell you the last time. Well, it was with Jesse and Lisa in New Orleans. The last time that I had beverages 2 nights in a row
Hey,
because we
Peter.
were out and about in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter. And
Peter.
yeah, no, it was like just I'm not a drinker. Like I have an entire cabinet that's full of liquor that
Yeah.
the kids either bought and didn't like, or I've bought, and there's a lot of my stuff that was in my liquor cabinet that is gone. And I had to put a quick stop to that because all three of my kids now are legal age. You know, my baby's 21.
Shopping in the liquor cabinet.
Well, they're shopping at dad's liquor store. And I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Papa's stuff isn't for a night out with your friend.
Yeah.
Papa's liquor store, and not and I say it like that, but my kids don't. You know, they're long over the days of going
My,
partying. It's
I'm
just
gonna bow out because my dog is telling me I want to go.
Take me out. Take me out
Take
now.
me out. Take me out now. I mean, I'm getting smacked by his ears. And he's banging the door. He's
Yep.
telling me. So I'll see you all later and have a blessed day, everyone.
You
Toodles.
too, Rebecca. See ya.
Okay, bye.
but yeah, no, it I've got a 66er of 40 Creek. I buy one every 2 years.
Yeah.
So it goes to show how much I drink.
Yeah.
You know, Debbie doesn't drink at all. And I don't know, I would rather sit there and sip.
Yep.
You know, if we
Just
have
a little.
company over, so they said, what do you want for Father's Day? And I showed them this beautiful decanter set, and it's rocks that you put in the freezer so that you don't have any water
Yeah, you're not watering down your drink.
you're not
just
watering down your drink.
coolness.
And
Yeah.
and some beautiful little glasses. And I'm like, that's what Dad wants. And I said, it's not expensive, but it's something that I wouldn't buy for myself. But
It's something you'd
all
use
three
if it was given
guys
to
win. It's
Mhm.
like $10 each.
Yeah.
But that's all I want, And so yeah, hopefully they get it. If not, I'm gonna order it myself because it's really, really cool. I'll have to I'll send you a picture of it. But it's
you. Absolutely.
yeah, it comes with like 6 or 8 rocks that are all different, like polished stone, and I forget what stone it is because it actually holds the cold. It's really neat, and it's stuff like that would you buy it for yourself? Nah, probably not. But number one, I don't drink enough to do that.
Well, I looked at some decanters and stuff like that for putting my whiskeys and that into, but I'm looking at it and I'm saying if I put my whiskey in that decanter, they don't really have a sealed lid. It's just like a glass laying thing. So my whiskey's probably going to evaporate before I drinks it. So,
And you're not going to put Screech in a decanter because
no.
that stuff, man, you don't need it to get any stronger than.
No. So I'm thinking, like, if I had a decanter set, it will be okay. Someone's coming over.
Yep.
Let's put some in the decanter and have it out.
Yep.
But I've been thinking about, should I make a small or try to find a small cabinet for to make into like a wine cabinet or something like that? Because I'm starting to get a few bottles kicking around now where, I've got them up on a shelf and I can see them, but
Well, and
they
you want
look so much nicer in the cabinet.
dust off them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want them getting dirty and, you take down, it's like taking out the bottle off the old pirate ship movies and you take it out.
Yeah. But you also have to, what I'm finding out is a lot of the high end alcohols are going back to the cork tops. Well, what people don't understand is you've got to turn it over every so often and keep that cork moist. And if you don't, it dries out and it gives a bitter taste.
Cork taste goes through the wine and the whiskeys.
Exactly. Or, like the Sazerac, it's got a cork top. Well,
Gibson's whiskey's got cork top.
yeah. Any of your high end or well aged, I should have said, whiskeys or cognacs, bourbons, whatever, they're all going to cork tops again.
I think, hey, Rebel Canners. I think the cognac I was looking at had a cork top in it too. It was kind of hard to see because of the wrapper that was on it.
Mhm.
But it was I think it's wax sealed and corked. So I know when you break that wax seal, it's it's a time game against it then because it's open. But
So long as you keep that cork moist, you're fine.
yeah,
Because what people don't understand is if as soon as a cork dries out, you get the bitter taste from a cork, plus your cork shrinks.
but that's why old wine bottles are stored like this.
Yep.
Not like this.
That's right.
Because there's a cork in it and it gotta stay wet.
Yep.
And that's the whole reason your wine rack is on its side, not stood up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Mark, how are you doing? Mr. Mark Kratz.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
We're just hanging out here talking about
Whiskey, and we're not drinkers.
whiskeys and rum. No, we haven't got on beer because I don't drink beer. And I don't think you do either, do you?
No.
No.
If you gave me like $100 bottle of beer, I'm gonna look at it and say, here, you have it.
Well, I won a little topic on beer. I won a half a dozen beer from Imperfectly Me Crafts because they do all kinds of beer reviews. I've known them ever since they had like 10 subscribers. I've been following them forever.
Mm-hmm.
I went in on their I think it was their 500 sub giveaway, and I won one of the big prizes, which was a half dozen beer, and they sent me some coasters and stuff like that. And it was specialty beers from all over the US. So it's not just regular beer. I still couldn't drink them. I opened them up, I took a sip, and I was no. I gave them to Nicole. Nicole drank them. But I got one left. I got
They get that across the border.
I never looked at the customs form to see what was on it, but it made it here.
Wow.
I got one left, and it's a can, 1 liter beer.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that left there, and that's the only one that's left out of the 6 of them.
Yeah, no, I've never been like, even as a teenager, beer was never my thing. I didn't like the taste of it, and craft beer is it's like I can't even take a mouthful. I spit it out, and that's okay.
That's like me. I can if I sat down and drink a full beer, like a regular size can of beer, I'd be sick.
Yep.
I'd
No.
be sick and thrown up.
I can't do it.
And same thing, I just can't drink
Right.
it. I don't know if it's the hops in it or
That's my like. I've even went to my doctor because I break out, and they think it's the mixture between the hops and the yeast that does something chemically with my body. So if it's really, really hot and really, really cold, I'll have like a Coors Light, Blue Light, maybe one, like every 6 years.
yeah.
Like I can't tell you the last time I had a beer.
Well, the last beer I had was those ones, and like I said, I just took a sip out of them just to taste them and see what they were actually like, and no.
Yeah.
But here we go. Look, Mark's go-to is the martinis with the Grey Goose vodka, and Grey Goose is a very good vodka, in
Mhm.
my opinion.
Now, I don't mind a good martini, and I know they call them chick drinks or whatever. I don't mind not a seltzer, but like one of the vodka drinks. I don't mind those on a very, very like today and what it's been all week, like in the 90s, and it's ice cold.
I like. I don't mean to cut you off there, but I like popsicles and like Mr. Freezies and stuff. So what I started buying is instead of buying, because I do like those like the Smirnoffs, the
Mhm.
Smirnoff Ice. I like those. I'm really cold on a warm day. A Smirnoff is nothing like it. But I started buying. They got these freeze and squeeze slushies in a bag,
Okay.
vodka drinks. And there's one called a blue freeze and a raspberry, and there's a grape and a couple other flavors in them. Throw them in the freezer, take them out, leave them for a few minutes, and then squish them so they get right slushy, and you just eat them. Oh my god, they're so good.
Now, there's one. You remember whenever we were kids, the Rockets?
Yeah,
The
there's a
red.
new one out. Like I had one of them not long ago.
That is my go-to. I normally have at least one in my fridge, and I had it the last weekend. I had one whenever I was sitting out in the deck, and yeah, I've got to go to the LCBO and restock on my summer beverages. That I buy about 8 of those, and it gets me through the whole summer. Hey, guys.
Tony Farm Nuggets, hey. Yeah,
Can't-
but I got a resupply on some of that stuff too. But usually I'll pick up a half case of Smirnoffs and it'll do me 6 weeks.
Mm.
Because I might have one a week. Sometimes it'll do me longer. Sometimes it'll do me less.
I'm outside doing some work. I tend to yeah,
Mark.
doesn't well, I just if I'm outside working and I know that I'm going to be grilling or something, oh yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go hard. Like this afternoon I have to do a review on one of the things I was just sent, and I'm going to do some work here for about 3 hours. I'm going to go to the LCBO, going to pick myself up a few, have a shower, grill, and then enjoy a beverage.
Hey, Mr. Lewis, not me.
Hey, Alvin. Yeah, no, beer. I don't know. I always joke with a buddy of mine, I'm like, beer to me is like licking a chicken's ass. It's something I'm not gonna do.
I don't.
So
Yeah, I'm not big on the whole beer.
no.
That's
And
not something I'd go for.
it's not that, I'm just, I can't drink it. And that's, that's the hard thing is, trust me, beer is a hell of a lot cheaper than some of the whiskeys I've got back there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm starting to get that way now too, where like I was buying the cheaper whiskeys because
Yeah.
they're cheaper. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of them are not bad. They're nice to drink. I used to drink Golden Wedding whiskey for years.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And then I drank one that was a little bit better, and another one a little bit. But the price follows with the taste. So now I'm starting to look at the bottles of whiskey that are 50, $60 and $100 a bottle, and I'm saying, I wants to try that. But I know if I buy it, I'm going to have it for years. I'm not just going to have it for a night. I'm going to have it for years. So when I buy it, I don't have to worry about it again.
And that's why I tend to like, there's one pub here in town. And
Hey, Grey Wolf,
hey, what's up, man?
one of my members
Pub
here.
in town, and he has like all the high-end cognacs. Like he has all that stuff. So what I tend to do is if a bunch of guys are going out, I'll go try one or two. Oh, I like this one. Then I'll go get it.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend $5 or $6 on a shot than $100 on a bottle and go, ooh, I don't like the taste of that.
Yeah.
Now, NCL, oh brother, they have a drink called Miami Vice.
Nice.
Oh, buddy, it is a frozen drink. And I know we're going to Alaska, but still, it is so smooth.
The funny thing, I'm off topic here from him. He said, we're going to Alaska. But the funny thing is that for me and you going to Alaska in August, we're going to be out like in t-shirts and shorts, and everybody's going to be bundled up in sweaters and coats.
That's the way it was in that's the way it was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Dan, Harry, and Jesse and Lisa, they're bundled up with jackets. Debbie and I are walking around in t-shirts.
Yeah.
Well, except for the one day there that we went to the market. That thank God there was a market because I went and bought hoodies.
Yeah.
Man, that was cold. But we were getting it was like a mist, and it was below 50. So,
That's the day that Jess and Lisa and Danny and Terry just didn't go out.
Oh no. We were out the entire day, man. We started at Cafe de Bon. We did the beignets, and then we did the farmers or the market, and then we went and did the World War II museum. So that was a busy day. I was sore as hell after that day. But
I think if I had gotten into that World War II museum, I probably would have been kicked out.
Why?
Because I would have been climbing all over the machinery and that was trying to get in everything.
I actually still have to put up a video. I've been trying to, because I focused on the Canadian side. And so my cousin is still trying. I've left it in her court because there was some pictures of people landing at Normandy, and it was right around the time that my uncle was landing. So he potentially could be in one of those photos.
Yeah.
So my cousin has all the dates on when he landed and whatever. So she was supposed to research. That's why I haven't put out the video of it yet. But man, it's going to be like a 3-part series because I videoed the entire place. All the planes.
Nice.
There wasn't replica planes.
No,
They were
there's
planes.
retired
they-
planes.
Retired planes, and oh man, like some of the areas, there wasn't a dry eye. Like it played with your emotions. The
Yeah.
whole thing was up, down, and I heard one lady complain about the price, and I'm like, look around at the history. And this isn't factual, or this isn't make believe. This is factual.
Yeah, this is
So, these pictures, to restore all the pictures and the video, and my God, like just putting this place together, and they're constantly upgrading. They're getting more stuff. They're building. One of the curators, is it, or whoever, like she's one of the helpers that sends you around. She was saying that they have to buy more land, and they're right in downtown New Orleans, so land's at a premium.
not cheap. It's not cheap to get that
Yep.
stuff. So,
So like
they got to get money for it somehow.
they have to go up.
Yeah.
And they can only go up so high because of the airports.
Yep.
So yeah, it's very, very, it was really neat. And, I recommend anybody that if you're a historian or, have anything to do with military, that's a must see. The one in Ottawa is equivalent to that one, but obviously the US one spun the US and Canada spins the Canadian, like there's just some things that weren't in the US one that was a major part of the turning point of World War II.
Yeah. Now, Mark is a big World War II buff. He's got his own little World War II museum set up.
Okay.
He's got some really nice stuff. He dropped a link there. I got it up on the screen there, but he dropped a link there in the chat. And it's worth having a look at. I've seen it before, and it's really good. He's got a lot of stuff there.
Perfect. I'll have to
So
whenever I
just
get
check
down
it out.
off here, I'll join it. But yeah, no, the one in New Orleans is very, very good, and the one in Ottawa, Canada is very, very good. They're both truly amazing. They've spent a lot of time doing it right.
It's not only that. I mean, a lot of the planes and the vehicles and that they've got in these museums are originals, but they still had to do restoration work on a lot of them. I mean, you look at the cost of getting an old car restored.
Mhm.
It's the same deal, and even more so. It would cost even more to get World War II military equipment restored.
The one
it's going.
you
Oh,
can
go
see,
ahead.
it's actually got the motor and everything in it.
Mm.
It's got the gas tank. It's like factual.
Yeah.
But there's no fluids in it.
Yeah.
They have an original jet engine from one of the airplanes that was taken down in Germany. How the hell they ever got that, I have no idea. But they were able to get one of the original engines.
Well, that could have been from a captured plane, like they probably forced the plane to land, captured the pilot, took their
Oh,
plane.
this one was shot out of the air. I think I have it on video.
Nice.
I think I zoomed in on it. Like I said, I've got probably 3 hours. So I'm going to have to do like probably a 4 or 5 part series. Because I don't, what I might think is not significant, somebody might be able to put a
Hey,
relative.
I know where that is from. Yeah.
Somebody might be able to put a relative that was at that part or flew that plane or drove that Jeep or, so I want to do every step that we went through, and I don't want to edit a whole lot out. So that's why there's going to be like probably a 3 parts. Well, it'd still be a bit long, so probably about a 5 part series.
I wish I had the intellect when I was younger, when my great grandparents and that were alive, to sit down and ask them about this stuff and get the history of, because I had relatives that were in both world wars.
Mhm.
My great grandmother was brought over from Germany from the concentration camps. So she was German, came right from the concentration camps.
Mhm.
Like if I had the fortitude to know, okay, find all this history out when I was younger, but young and fun and dumb.
I did.
Just never, yeah, but I just never found it all out. And now that history is gone because
That's it.
my great grandfather and my grandfather, all my grandparents, even my mother and father are gone. So all of that history is gone now.
Yeah.
And being able to find it out is that much more harder because they didn't put it up online. Like to these ancestry.com stuff and stuff like that. So it's all secondhand information now, basically.
Absolutely. And
And I kind of wish I had went through and
they may not have talked about it though.
yeah, well, I know my great grandmother didn't like to talk about being over in the camp because she lost her family over there. She had lost a sister and a brother and her parents in the camps. So she didn't talk really about that, but there may have been other people that I could have gotten in contact with through her that would let me know or tell me about it or something.
Well, that's it. Like just to hear the stories, my great, like my uncle that I was saying that, we think he possibly could be in some of these pictures. I'm the only one that he would talk to. He wouldn't
Yeah,
talk to his own children. But I got to hold a German pistol
yeah,
that he took from a body that he
yeah,
had to take out. Um, I had I some of the stuff that he had stored away in a box that should have been on display. It still chokes me up to this day that I was fortunate enough to sit out in the back little porch and talk about how he used to hide in people's, like, put so much trust in the Germans not to give him up to the German military
yeah.
as hiding in their attic because they were just about to take over the town. It just, to this day, I still remember having those conversations, and just the the German hats. Like, he had about 6 shoe boxes full of what he called his only memories. The only thing he would never tell me is how many people he had to kill.
Yeah.
He said, I will not spare you. I will spare you he said every day. He said, I know I had to because they were going to kill me.
Yep.
But he said, it still haunts me every day that I had to do what I had to do. And just the guilt that these people had on them.
Well,
Tried to live the way we are today.
it was such a life altering experience for him that, people don't get it. People don't understand it.
No.
No.
Like,
one of my brother-in-laws went into the military,
Mhm.
and it just so happened we were down camping. It was me, it was my brother-in-law, and it was his cousin. And his cousin was in the military. He was enlisted to go to the military, and I knew enough about the military because I was going to get into it at one time myself. So anyway, he had it in his head, my brother-in-law, that if he had to go overseas and shoot people, if he shot someone, and the threat was deemed done,
Mhm.
he'd go up and try to help him with a medic kit or something.
Mhm.
And I said, no, you don't do that. And he said, no, but I'm not going to be like everybody else. I'm going to go and help the person. I said, but you can't do that. I said, if you're gone in there and you're ordered, shoot first, don't ask questions, just shoot, go. Just do what you're told. I said, don't go trying to help anybody that you've shot. I said, and we were arguing with him for about an hour. Now, finally, I turned around and I said to him, okay, now listen, if you goes over there and someone shoots you and you're on the ground, that person gets up out of where they're hiding that just shot you and starts walking towards you. What are you going to do? And he said, I'm going to take him out. I said, now, if you shoot somebody and walks over, what do you think they're going to do when you starts walking over? And that's how it finally got it to click in his head.
Mhm.
You can't do that. You just shot this person. You think they're not going to shoot you when you're walking up to them?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't think like that. You have to listen. If you're told to go in and do this, go in and do it. As much as it goes against all your moral fibers, just do what you're told.
Kids strap bombs on themselves
Yes.
to trick Canadian, American, British soldiers into feeling a false sense of security. And then the kid goes, ha 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 ha.
Boom.
And take how many units have children taken out?
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Right? I mean, like, but his mentality wasn't set for to go over there and follow the chain of command.
That's right. Well,
Right?
if he was to do that, he wouldn't have come home.
No. But like, it clicked on him when I sat down, and it was two of us arguing with him, like, you can't do that. But when I finally spun it backwards on him, and he stopped and he said, well, I'm going to take him out. And I said, now what's the guy that you're going to help going to think? That's when it kind of dawned on him that, okay, well, I can't go over there to help anybody.
Yeah, I just saw Mark post something there. Mark, do you have a Canadian uniform? I see.
He has 2 US, 1 Japanese, and 4 German. They average anywhere from 2 to 5K each.
Can't promise anything, but I do know where there is some Canadian uniforms.
I'm sure he would appreciate being able to get his hands on one of those.
Well, you know how to get a hold of them, so. I will. Yeah.
Because that's something I don't think he has much Canadian stuff,
Well,
but he has a really nice collection of stuff.
yeah, or if he even wants it.
Yeah.
And what dates? Like what era?
World War II is mostly what he got, I believe.
Okay. Well, let me know, Mark, in the chat if you want me to keep my eyes open here. And trust me, I don't spend any more than $1,000 on anything. You just pay the shipping and whatever it costs me. But I know, well,
See, I hate the
Argentina,
fact.
Canada, I'm 50 minutes from, and it was the biggest. It was the biggest base during that time era. So there is a lot of paraphernalia, we will say, World War II paraphernalia floating around.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely, Mark.
He has a Canadian helmet and a mess kit.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think he had much in the way of Canadian stuff.
What pisses me off is my cousin, not the one that I still talk to, but her brother, got a hold of all the military stuff and sold it on eBay.
No way.
It was being left to me.
Oh, jeez.
I told him if I ever see him again,
He's going to get it.
he will be 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Because
I had some stuff from my grandfather like that. And they gave it to these people that didn't even ask me if I wanted anything when my grandfather passed away. And I used to be up helping him all the time. And they never asked me if I wanted anything.
Hey, Coastal.
And give away some of the stuff to some people and then find out it got tossed in the garbage afterwards. I'm like, what?
They didn't keep anything. Like,
come up and lay down for a few minutes. Come on.
Nothing. They sold it all on eBay.
Man.
And yeah, I'm still out of jail, so I've not seen him since.
Yeah.
Because I worshipped uncle. And
Hey, Coastal.
Yeah. Kyle, my son, actually, not one of the main reasons, but that's one of the reasons why he is in the military.
Well, I'm ticked off because the Army surplus stores now are not Army surplus stores anymore. I think we may have just lost Scott.
No.
Okay.
I had a text. I just had to make sure it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. All the Army surplus stores now don't sell the Army surplus stuff anymore.
They're all like Chinese.
It's just all outdoors Chinese gear. Yeah. That's all it is. The only things in there that's not, and actually even maybe the MREs that they sell, I think might be Chinese made stuff.
They're all Canadian.
And it's really, really frustrating. And I'm like, why are you not selling this stuff anymore? And they said, well, it all got to get destroyed. Because.
Let me know what you want.
Yeah, because like I was looking for. I managed to get one of the old jackets. It doesn't quite fit me. It's a little bit snug because it was the biggest size they had was a large, and I needs like an extra large or an extra large. So I got that, but I got the liner with it, so it's good for winter, summer.
Mhm.
But like I was gonna get the pants, the shirts, because just for going in the woods,
So
just having it to wear.
next time I go up, I will pop into the surplus store, and it is the surplus. Like it is, it's where they go to dump everything, and you can,
Nice.
and I think it's like $20 a truckload. So
What?
I wouldn't have to buy like one of something. I have to buy a box of something. But you have to sign something that you will not resell it. It's for personal use.
Yeah, well, I'm not getting it to sell or anything. I want it for wearing to go into the
But if I'm
woods,
a
and
box of, what the hell am I going to do, with a box of like, pants or boots?
giveaways. You're not selling them. No giveaways.
Yeah. Join my club for $39.99 and you get a
You get a free pair of military pants.
yeah. But it's
But
disgusting what Sparkle Socks is doing to our military right now. It's the same as what Sleepy Joe's doing down
yeah,
the other side of the border.
hopefully soon enough we'll be rid of them. They're only allowed to do 2 terms anyway, ain't they?
Who? Sparkle Socks, this is 4.
Is he in there 4 now? 4 terms? I didn't think they were allowed to re-elect him after that. That's only down in the States that does that, is it?
States, that's 2 rounds in the States. Canada.
Man, we gotta do more like the States.
Oh, absolutely, we should.
That's crazy. He gotta get out. We gotta get rid of him.
We can't.
We got to.
We have too many. Anyways, I don't want to get political on you.
No, but I'm just saying we gotta get rid of him. That's all.
We have too many people from other countries that are him.
It's not It's not a true Canadian vote. Is what's the
Nope.
problem. That's what the problem is.
Nope.
But yeah, if you can, like, I'll think about it now in the next little while what I want, and even if see how much it will be to see the killer is the shipping in Canada is a pain in the ass, and it costs so much to send stuff in Canada versus sending it out of country.
It would be cheaper for me to buy a suitcase, take it down, and throw it on a plane, and you go pick it up in St. John's.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, I know. I know.
It's under $100 that way, and it's 50 pounds.
Yep.
So.
But I'm just thinking because, like, I don't want you to have to go out and buy a box of pants just for me to get 1 or 2 pairs,
Yeah, but depending on the size, I can,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the ones that I had about 4 pair growing up as a teenager that I wore hunting and fishing, and man, you couldn't destroy them.
Yeah. But that's what I'm looking at with it, because I bought a pair of pants the first year, because I'm only doing YouTube 2 years now. The first year I started doing the YouTube videos, I bought a pair of pants. Mm-hmm. Most of my first year, I was out on the step. Okay?
Yep.
The butt is gone out of those pants.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, if they were the military pants, you wouldn't even say I even wore them, because you just they don't wear out the same way. And it's the same thing. I bought this army colored green I wears it under my vest a lot in my videos. It's the army green colored shirt, and it even has like the little thing on it for putting the name on, which doesn't really put a name on it. I hooked on a tree the last time I was out with it on there not too long ago. The button hooked on a tree, and I heard rip, and there's a piece about this long now with the button on the end, and it's just ripped right down out of the jacket. I'm like, what the frig? It was hooked on a tree. It was just a little thin branch. I says, just, it's just,
Oh,
why?
But again, they're like vehicles of today. They're
Yep.
meant to break down as soon as the warranty's over. Like we used to call them back whenever they first started, like Hyundais and all those. They were 5-year throwaway cars. They look good. You ran them for 5 years and you threw them away because it was going to cost you more to fix them than it was to buy a new one. Yeah, exactly. But anyways, brother, I'm not getting anything. Thursday's procrastination, not Saturday.
Well, this is just a random little pop up for me.
Yeah.
Right? I missed my Wednesday live because I was busy, so I said I'd hop on today and see if there's anyone around. Had a few people in and out.
Plus, I'm live with Jesse tonight, so
Yeah, Jesse's on tonight too, so
yeah.
I'm probably going to be a little bit of double dealing on that one because he's on, I think, at the same time as Eddie.
Yeah, but Eddie only goes on for an hour, so
Yeah, so
yeah, we'll be on
hop on there.
probably our normal 4 hours
Nice.
because we've got some updates and yeah.
Jesse and him
hoping-
doing. I would imagine Jesse is going to do an update now on everything that went on, is he? Or he may or may not talk about that. I don't know.
He pretty much, well, he did. Yes, they will, but he pretty much said everything on my live Thursday.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, that was his first. That was his first time being back online, and like I told them, there, no pressure.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, then you just sit and watch. But no, he came up and we had some laughs and
That's good.
all that good stuff. So yeah.
That's
But-
good.
Anyways, I got to go do about 4 hours worth of. Well, no, it shouldn't take me that long. Probably about 3 hours worth of work, and then we'll go from there.
Nice.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, I'm out my 2 hours now anyway, so I'm gonna shut this one down, guys. And I'd like to thank everybody that came in and hung out for a while, and to the guys that are still hanging out here, I really appreciate it. And to everyone that had came up on panel with me, Scott, Rebecca, Des, thank you guys so much, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I will catch you all on the next one. And I'm definitely going to have a look at some of the surplus stuff from the States because it might even be cheaper to get it shipped from there than having Scott to ship it. Unless he does it through the airport way. Or I can just go on out to the airport and pick it up that way. Yep. See y'all later. Have a great day. Be safe and